Hey everybody, happy Independence Day weekend. Happy anniversary. Big number. Happy anniversary, everyone. Wouldn't you know, we have a couple of places, like in the opening prayers and our readings, the phrase comes up, rejoice, rejoice. I'm sure we got family and friends in the area, or maybe you're doing a little traveling and just seeing people. Folks, enjoy the weekend with your family and friends. You might have heard, let's say, that Pope Leo had been, let's say he's offered some remarks, he's offered congratulatory remarks for people, the Catholics of the United States. I have a copy of that here. I wanted to share it with you. If you wanted to check at home, you could see these. You could read these remarks. They're on the Bishops' Conference website. That's United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, which is a mouthful to remember. That's why it's usccb.org. I'm sure you'll find that, usccb.org. You can find the Pope's remarks there. Also, he received a Medal of Freedom from the National Constitution Center. Some folks in Philadelphia went out to Rome to see him on Friday, and he has some remarks. Those are available also. You can probably find them on YouTube. They're in lots of different places. You can just find them there. But in the meantime, let me just offer this for you. This is from Pope Leo. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all Americans on the occasion of the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This semi-quincentennial marks that defining moment in the history of the United States of America, July 4th, 1776, that gave enduring voice to the ideals of freedom, equality, the pursuit of happiness, justice, and democratic self-government. For 2.5 centuries, generations of Americans have worked together to carry these principles forward through sacrifice, service, innovation, and civic participation. This anniversary stands as an invitation not only to celebrate the nation's remarkable journey, but also to reflect upon the responsibilities that the sons and daughters of this country bear to one another and to the generations who will inherit the nation that is being shaped today. Among the most cherished of these principles is religious freedom, the right of every person to worship according to conscience and to practice their faith openly, without coercion or fear. In marking this anniversary, it is important to recognize that the freedom of religion has long been central to the American promise, protecting both individual dignity and the peaceful coexistence of a diverse people. This same freedom has permitted the Catholic Church to take root and flourish within the United States, to the advantage not only of her own members, but to the entire nation. As faithful sons and daughters of the Church, Catholics are called to imbue every dimension of their existence with the charity of Christ, living out the gospel in the circumstances of daily life. Such a way of living has given rise to many benefits that the Church has provided over the years to the development of our nation. In particular, I bring to mind her service in areas of education, the preferential care for the poor, health care, and basic social services, to name a few. In the encyclical Christian Wisdom, my predecessor, Pope Leo XIII, wrote in the 19th century, "No better citizen is there than the Christian who is mindful of his duty." In fact, faith, far from standing in the opposition to the responsibilities of citizenship, lends new vigor to the pursuit of justice, peace, and the common good, bringing to perfection every natural gift bestowed by the Creator. St. Paul himself encouraged the early Christians to pray for those in positions of authority in order to live a peaceful life in accord with the will of God. In this regard, it is the faithful fulfillment of duty to God and to country that Catholics are called to continue to serve the nation as leaven for the growth of a civilization of love. Also among the principles that have guided the development of this country is the God-given dignity of every human life. Each person is endowed with an inherent worth that calls for reverence, protection, and care. In this spirit, a full understanding of this dignity leads to recognizing the importance of safeguarding human life from its beginning and conception until natural death, and of the building of a society in which the vulnerable, the suffering, and the forgotten are always met with compassion, solidarity, and love. Defending human life also includes welcoming and protecting and assisting immigrants, whose hopes, sacrifices, and contributions have formed part of the history of this country from its very beginning. In every generation, those who have arrived seeking freedom, opportunity, and a place to belong have helped to shape our nation's character. To receive them with compassion and generosity is not only an act of charity, but also a recognition of the dignity that belongs to every human person. In my recent encyclical letter, magnificent humanity, I wrote about working together for the common good. Building a world in which everyone can flourish requires shared responsibility and courage. No one can single-handedly bear the weight of the challenges the world is facing. We need one another, and we need to work together in unity to confront the challenges that the world faces today. May this milestone renew the shared commitment to the promise of freedom, justice, opportunity, and democracy. May Americans honor the courage and vision of those who came before them by strengthening their communities, respecting their differences, and working together to form a more perfect union. Congratulations on this extraordinary national anniversary. May the spirit of 1776 continue to inspire hope and unity as the United States of America moves into the future. In assuring all of you of my prayers in your renewed efforts to strengthen the nation in the principles that guided the Founding Fathers, I entrust to you the intercession of the Immaculate Conception, the patroness of the United States, that she will continue to watch over America and protect all who dwell therein. Hey folks, happy Independence Day.